Hello everybody, ScootFish here, and welcome back to Digimon Links. The next event has been announced as anticipated, but there's also been some other news that doesn't really matter to a ton of us as far as globally, but the exhibition at the Taipei Game Show. Now, a lot of you guys have already probably seen that this was in the news, and it is about a exhibition that's going to be going on in Taipei that is going to be on the 26th and ending the 29th. So now I know this doesn't really matter to a ton of us, but they are showing off some stuff over there that is new to the game that's going to be coming and stuff like that. And I'll show that to you guys here in just a sec. But first, if you haven't been on for a minute, get on now, because there are 50 Digistones available because of this event that they pushed through the news actually last night. So make sure to go and grab those stones as fast as you can in celebration of this, because it's obviously not going to just be sitting there forever. So the things that we care about, because I'm not going to be able to go to Taipei and showcase anything to you guys, is there are upcoming burst modes that are being announced, and the fact that they are telling us to expect in February Mastamon and Zwart D in March. So that's kind of cool that they're actually like, hey, you know, something for you guys to be excited about, announcing it. I imagine that already happened in the Jap version anyways, so really that's kind of just for us, for global, you know, is what I'm figuring, because, well, Japanese version has been through everything. At least to my understanding, they've already, you know, pretty much done everything in the game. If they're gonna keep adding, that's awesome. Like, I don't want a game to just finish eventually, you know, but all games must come to an end. Okay, now we can go over the event. I'm a little bit frustrated because I've gotten accustomed to this sort of routine, how everything wants to drop, and the schedule to it, and I actually have been trying to work towards changing things so I can get it out to you guys even sooner when news drops. Well, last night, when it normally would have dropped at like 2 a.m. in my time zone, which I was geared and ready to go and record for you guys then, because normally what'll happen is it'll be late and I'll be a little bit tired and stuff, and I'll go ahead and read up on everything and then get up in the morning and do the video for you guys. Well, I was going to just do it all last night and get her out there as fast as I could, and it didn't even drop, and then I wake up this morning and it's there. So I was forced, my hand was forced this morning to stick to what we've had going on. Anyway, Extreme Blazing event is planned from the 29th to the 3rd of next month. This event is going to be a points event, and they're saying on Growlmon ranking, but I don't see anything that states specifically it is a ranking event. Now, I am going to agree that it probably is going to be a ranking event, because they don't normally do like the exact same thing. I mean, if you go off past events, then what would happen right now is a points ranking event after the points event or whatever. So that's what's going to be expected there, and you're going to be getting extra points for obviously not using a continue as normal. But as we already knew, you're going to get bonus points for Rosemon and Rosemon Burst Mode. Now, they also included Shine Greymon into this, which makes sense because normally the Digimon that you were grinding for from the event before, when it comes to these ones that roll into each other, are involved in that. Heck, normally even with the other ones, if you're going to get bonus stuff, they try to involve the ones you just grinded for. And it makes you feel a little more satisfied about it, you know? Now, one thing I don't normally talk about, and I'm going to cover more because I'm still working on getting that multiplayer video done. I've got a couple videos that are like ahead of each other, and I'm working through everything. And I'm really on schedule right now, doing good, so there's that. But run co-op as much as you can. When you are a party leader, you get more points than you would if you're running co-op when you just join. But when you're out of stamina and you're joining, you're able to run more matches than you normally would. So, you know, there's its pros and its cons to joining and recruiting. If you're recruiting, you can get extra points than you normally would if you've got a team that's not going to get you a ton of points, because you can have other people that are going to give you those bonus points added on to your match because you are the leader. So keep that in mind and try to use that to your advantage. That's something that I really should have brought up to you guys sooner, especially for people that are like me and try to be as free to play as possible and have to run C chips all the damn time. But there are also the extreme blazing chips, and make sure you guys get those. So if you say have your stuff already set up, your fragments already geared for your Shine Greymon and your Shine Greymon that you're going to get burst mode, which by the way, you're going to need the same amount of fragments that you just used to digivolve into Shine Greymon with the burst mode fragments if he runs like previous Digimon's modes past Mega. But if you're doing good enough, you can buy a bunch of these specialty chips and you can actually upgrade these so that you aren't running C's, because they're all just C's in the exchange right now. So here's what to expect with burst mode. Now, Shine Greymon burst mode's weaknesses on Growlmon have been updated, or at least are loading on my phone this time because they weren't the other day. But he is weak to Glacier and Electric. So that says to me that he is now a Blazing Tribe Digimon again, especially considering his resistance to fire now. So when it comes to the bonus Digimon, you are actually going to have the odds stacked against you this time. Rosemon Burst Mode are both going to have fire weakness, so you might want to make sure to up the resistance to a fire resistance for them because of them being Earth Tribe. And then Shine Greymon, you're not going to have much type advantage unless you're able to put some sort of legacy skill on him that's going to help you out there. I'm probably not too concerned with it myself, because though I am probably going to have a Shine Greymon and Awakened, because I've had that, my Metal Greymon, or not Metal Greymon, my War Greymon from the beginning of the game that I made the mistake of awakening. He needs to keep going. I don't need to have an awakened Digimon head ultimate just sitting there. So he's able to go up to Shine Greymon. Now that's another thing too, and I'll go over that in another video, but knowing where your awakened Digimon is going before you push them up there is definitely a big deal. I do wish that I had a Rosemon burst mode though, just because I don't normally like Rosemon and I think she looks good in white. Just saying. But yeah, I probably won't be worried about using them regardless, even if I had them, because of the fact of those weaknesses. And when you're running co-op, whether you're recruiting or joining, you only have one Digimon you are concerned with at that point. So that one will be the one that's going to be my strongest hitter and most effective during the event, pretty much. But enough rambling about what I got going on. Make sure you guys get on to get that 50 Digistones claimed if you haven't already, and start prepping for the event if you're going to go ahead and do it. If you found this video informative, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You know that YouTube stuff down below. Share with your friends and whatnot. And I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.